Hi guys, this is Delaware Studios. You're welcome to another episode of Android programming. I'll be talking about the Android widget, in which you'll be looking at a widget called the last number. This widget will show the last number and last two SMS received. The widget will be updated automatically when you receive a SMS through BroadcastReceiver and when you receive a call through PhoneStateListener. If you click on reload button, you will get to update the widget. Otherwise, it will be updated automatically every 30 minutes. Okay, let's get digging into this application. I have the source files ready and I'll be explaining in details how to achieve this sort of widget. Alright, we'll be good. Head straight to Android Studio, which is my development environment where I have the Gradle scripts, the build Gradle project session, and also the module app. In the module app, I have my compile SDK API 16 and also my class part and the dependencies for the project session build Gradle 1.5.0. That's fine. That takes me down to my rest, the layout files, where I have the main XML and also the widget layout XML. The main XML is the UI of the application, where we have the linear layout with the layout width and height, field parent, and the orientation is vertical. We have a text view that holds on to the Android text hello world. Alright, that's fine. We get to look at the widget layout XML. That's where the bunch of the coding goes in play. There's a relative layout with an ID called layout. We have a baseline aligned force. The rotation is horizontal. Another relative layout follows afterwards with a layout with a height wrap content. An ID called top. It's calling the drawable title PNG. We get to look at the drawable. Another relative layout is a nested relative layout right inside each other. An ID called bottom. That's for the bottom. Calling the drawable background. We have text views. The first text view is holding on to the phone number, where we assign the color, the single line through, the layout margin top 4 dp, and also calling from the drawable left. Okay, get to look at that. The phone one PNG. Okay, we have another text view which has the wrap content as the weight and height. We assign an ID to it called phone number, and is aligned left to the phone number ID and also right to the ID called phone number. The text on it is SMS number. Okay, another follows that holds on to the number 2. We have for the messages. Okay, that holds on to the text message. We have another text view that holds on to whereby we have the layout height is wrap content and the layout to right of the SMS number 1, and also align top to the SMS number 1 based on this ID. That's the ID we are using to identify which text view. Okay, we have the last text view that is actually aligning to the right of the phone number. Okay, a closing relative layout and an image button follows, whereby we assign an ID called button update. This is where you update the button. Is going to be at the far right. Okay, and the button update drawable. That's what we'll be using in this XML. And we close the relative layout. Let's look at the design view. Maybe we'll get to see something coded. This is how the widget is going to sit. We have the phone dialer icon, the message icon for 2 SMS number. Okay, and also for the phone number, and we have for the update button. This is how the UI of the widget is going to look like. Alright, let's look at the raw. We have the sound wave, whereby we'll be looking at the sound. We're going to give a sound to the broadcast receiver. That's a sort of notification whereby you get to hear a beep. That's a sound.wave. We have for the strings Actually hold on to the app name, and we have another XML folder which is specifically for the widget, where we have the app widget provider tag, the update period per milliseconds. So this is going to be like 18 seconds. We have the initial layout, calling the layout widget layout. We've talked about this widget layout. Okay, that takes us down to our Java classes, where we have the main XML and also the widget service. Let's look at the main XML. What do we get to import in this XML? We imported the app widget manager and the app widget provider. We also imported the remote view. The main class extends the app widget provider, which we called from the Android app widget. We have the on update. We created a field called button update. An update method, whereby we have the context, the app widget manager, and also the app widget IDs as the parameters in which we're going to build the intent to call the service. Calling on the remote views, we get a package name and call its layout XML. Now we call an intent to get application context and pass the intent to the widget service class. In this intent, we're going to be putting some the extra app widget IDs will be passed along. So to reach a click, we have to use a pending intent as the on-click listener is executed by the home screen application. So a pending intent is needed. Okay. And finally, we're going to update all widgets with the information about the click listener. Okay, that's what this update app widget does. And we update the widget via the service. Okay, start the service of the intent. Let's get to look at the widget service. We imported a lot of stuff here: the app widget manager, the broadcast receiver, URI, the media player, the contacts contract, and also the telephony manager. Okay, the widget service extends service. We create some static fields: the string, the array list, the intent, the pending intent, the app widget manager, and the app widget ID. Okay, we have the on start, whereby we create the app widget manager, we put the instance and its application context. We have to split the string return by get the last number, whereby we pass it to the app widget ID and also the remote views. So we create a phone number call listener, calling on the telephony service, and the phone state listener, calling on the listen call state. Okay, we get the last number, which will return only the calls received, where the type is equals to 1. No, where we have the URL passed to the counter, the call log calls. Okay, we have the get count, whereby we return the number of rows in the cursor. That's what this does. Okay, we have the get last SMS. This is the short method to pass the content provider. That is for the last SMS, which is going to check the SMS inbox. Okay, and the first we remove all items from the array list. Now we add the items from the cursor to list. Okay, that's what this is doing. Where we move the cursor to the last position. Okay, we have the get name from number. This method returns the name of the number if it exists in contacts. Okay. Also, we have another method that calls on the change format time. This method will change the milliseconds in date. Okay, calling the timestamp. We have is from today method. This method will show us if the call is from today. Okay, and also get the hours or days. Okay. We have the play sound. This method is if you want to play a sound when you receive a call or a SMS. Okay, that's very fine. We'll be looking at our manifest, the Android manifest, and we'll be looking at some permissions that were actually used. We have the Android permission for phone, the read contacts, the write contacts, the read SMS, the read phone state, and the receive SMS. These permissions are very, very important. And also we call on the Android widget action, app widget update, and its corresponding XML, the widgets from the XML folder. Alright, I'll be uploading the source files to my GitHub account, and also I'll be showing these in an Android emulator, so stay tuned. Now we've run this in the emulator, so we get to configure the widgets. First of all, we move to the widget session. Okay, you click on the widgets. Alright, you need to search for the particular widget in question, which is called the last number. Alright, you hold on these. Place these, this is where it went to. Alright, you can easily add it to the full screen anyway, but this is just the widget. So let's click on refresh, and we'll get to make some calls to test its use. Let's make some calls to get the phone number work. Okay, we have a number with a name called parameter. So let's click on this to make a call, just to make a test. See, okay, it comes up, right? But you get the smooth functionality of this widget in every device. Let's hang up. Alright, thank you very much. I would like you to test this in a real device. It works smoothly in a real device. I've tested this, and thank you very much for hanging out with me throughout the session. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.